toxic masculinity.
Governor Cuomo's former aide accuses him of sexual harassment.
Ah, yes. Lindsey Boylan. This is exciting. You've heard about this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you must have. Any thoughts? Donnie? Hello? She just has a look of disgust.
And just he have a scandal. He has a scandal already with nursing homes. Now he has this scandal. Like, how long he's gonna be? Where is he now? Can anybody like prosecute? Can he resign? Like,
you mean because it's a scandal on top of a scandal? All right. Well, this is my perspective on this. I think that Cuomo's scandal with the nursing homes, having put all those lives in danger, and then covered that up. You know, he could have said, "Look, we made a mistake. We didn't have all the information at the time. We effed up. Or, you know, this is obviously a tragedy. This is terrible. Take accountability." But had he done that,
no,
I think he would have had. He realized that he would have had to step down as governor. I think he would have said, "Well, you know, I need to take responsibility for this. I need to step down. You know, this is the gentlemanly thing to do." But he didn't want to step down, so he said, "I didn't do anything. Nothing to see here, guys." You know, when they were talking about investigating what he did, he said, "There's nothing to investigate. I mean, I would have an investigation, but
why would he like? Yeah, we made a mistake. President is a Democrat.
Yeah,
everything is Democrat. Like, he's gonna get protection, like enough protection."
What do you mean?
So he's not gonna be.
Well,
he don't need to.
I think at this point, because Trump's gone, the media is a little bit less forgiving of Democrats in office. I think while Trump was in office, it was 100% anti-Trump, 100% protecting of Democrats in office all the time by CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, everybody. But now that Trump's gone and Democrats are basically in power everywhere on the federal level.
How they just gonna fight with each other?
There's no one else really to go after. If this is a big story, you know, CNN's going to say, "I guess we have to cover it." I mean, what are they going to do? Nobody's going to watch CNN ever again. What are they going to say every single episode or every single day from, 24 hours a day? Biden is doing great, guys. He's perfectly lucid. He's not losing his mind at all. That little mistake he made saying the N-word the other day, that didn't happen. No, they've got to go after these little things, and this one is so big that I think even CNN has to acknowledge it. The frustrating thing is this story broke long before, and actually the Boylan story broke as well before the election, before the 2020 election. But because they were so concerned about helping Trump and hurting Biden, hurting the left generally, they wouldn't report on this stuff. It's just, I think the worst thing about this Boylan story is the media cover-up.
Maybe helping Biden and hurt Trump?
Well, okay, because Cuomo is a leftist,
okay,
as a Democrat, the media wouldn't go after him. But now that Trump's out of office, they'll go after Democrats a little bit more likely. It's not completely, but now. So one thing I'd like to say about this Boylan woman, she's a very beautiful woman. That's not her, but I don't know who that is. Let's see here. She's obviously a beautiful woman. I mean, so here's the thing. It's a tough thing for me to be super critical of Andrew Cuomo here, because I'm a fairly flirtatious guy myself, and if before we were together, not anymore. I've never talked to a girl anywhere ever anymore, but before we were together, I would often say kind of cheeky, fun things to girls, flirt with them and stuff like that, because I would tend to get a positive reaction. Right? It was a bit of fun, And, I never really got into trouble for it, but I'm not a politician, But I certainly had situations where women got the wrong impression.
Don't put you in Cuomo.
Huh?
Like, don't come, like...
No, I'm going to compare...
Did you see his face? As I said before...
Maybe he was better looking when he was younger.
You want
to look to see?
He has a face of an idiot. Yeah, sure.
It's a young... Andrew Cuomo. Let's see here. Hopefully porn doesn't come up. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, he looks all right there. I mean, he was, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, he was never like the best looking guy in the world. His brother was way better looking. Chris, it makes sense that Chris got on TV. But anyway, I get the point I'm trying to make is this guy, Andrew Cuomo, probably found that over the years he had a positive reaction from certain kinds of girls when he would say certain kinds of things to them. And so this woman, Boylan, working for him, wanting to make him like her, probably reacted, at least to some degree, positively when he would say cheeky things to her. And then probably it escalated and eventually it got a bit out of hand. But there's nothing that I saw or read that was like a super sexual harassment violation. She said that he kissed her once. And she didn't like it and she walked away. What that says to me is he got some kind of an idea in his... And this is terrible that I'm defending a flippin' Democrat, but it's in the news, so I'm doing it. This is how I feel. This is my perspective, okay? I'm sorry. People are going to be pissed at me. I don't care. She probably thought that he was trying to... he probably thought that she liked him for whatever reason. She was being nice to him. She was flirting with him, something like that. So then he thought, this is my shot, went for it. She was like, oh, no, you look like an old baseball glove, and she walked off, right? She didn't say that after that he kept pursuing her. So obviously he took the hint, right? He had suggested to her that they play strip poker at some point. To me, that's just kind of flirty body language. I mean, look, body being B-A-W-D-Y, not B-O-D-Y. That's a little vocabulary lesson for you there, kids. Look, point is, I don't think this is a significant story. I don't think this is a big deal. Is he guilty of sexual harassment? I mean, she says that he was like even worse with other people.
Chris, have you ever seen a California training about sexual harassment? Because I was required to watch a 1-hour video.
This is like Hollywood stuff.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Not just one video.
Right.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Anything you do, body language, a glaze on somebody, everything can be...
I think she means glance or gaze. But glaze works as well. If you glaze somebody,
like
you're in real trouble.
When you look at somebody, what is it, glance?
That's just vulgar.
Chris,
Sorry.
So, you know what I'm trying to say.
Uh-huh.
Even if you will look at somebody, I don't know, they can say, yo, you're
Oh, of
harassing.
course.
Like,
yeah.
the rules that the situations they were playing in this video, I was watching, was like, oh my gosh.
How little the things could be. But that's the reason I wanted to bring up my own life and the things that I've done, because although I've never been sort of like accused of, inappropriately going after a woman in an aggressive way, I have had instances where a girl thought maybe I wanted to date her or I was like interested, and I wasn't. I was just sort of like having fun, goofing around, making jokes, being kind of a little bit flirtatious, being a bit silly, a bit of fun. Actually, I got kicked out of an apartment once because this girl thought that we were gonna that we were in love or something like that. She was my roommate. We never did anything or anything. I never took her out. I never even touched the girl. All right, I would just talk to her occasionally
because you
when I was
were
in the
being
kitchen.
so nice to her, so nice, like so polite.
She had the flu when she moved in. She had the flu for about 2 weeks, and every day I would ask her if she wanted me to make her tea or soup or something like that. As a roommate, you took care of her when she was sick, and she thought that you have a thing for her. I think I would think the same thing. Well, yeah, because you look like a Victoria's Secret model.
In my case, you would actually...
Oh, yeah, of course. Look, for me, I guess, so different people have different approaches to how they deal with people of the opposite sex, right? With me, I'm very clear. If I like a girl, she'll know, right? I'll tell her I want to take her out. I'll tell her she's, very beautiful and all this kind of thing. But if it's a girl that I'm not interested in, I'm not going to treat her like crap. I'm not going to treat her like she's, a worthless loser. She still has value. She's still an intelligent, charming, potentially charming person, depending on who it is. So, I'll probably laugh with her. I'll probably have, make jokes. I'll probably talk with her. If we're in a situation, I'm not going to go out and seek out women I'm not attracted to and go spend time with them. But if they happen to be around, I'm not going to be rude, And so that ends up kind of happening. These miscommunications sometimes happen, and I just don't think this is a really big story. I think people are making way too big of a deal about this. I think that we should focus on the nursing home scandal, because to me that is deadly. That was actually a serious thing. This, to me, this is just a distraction. She's a very beautiful girl. I can totally understand Andrew Cuomo trying to kind of get with her, especially if she was, responding positively to him. I don't think this is such a big deal. I don't think this is sexual harassment, really. But that's just my perspective. Okay. So I'm defending Andrew Cuomo, which I never thought I would do.
You're trying to be fair. Doesn't matter if he's Democrat.
I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair, and I'll defend somebody if they're a Democrat or Republican. If I think they need defending, and I will try to I'll try to take down people who are Democrat or Republican if I think they need to get taken down, like Mitch McConnell. All right, let's move on to the next story.
Biden would never. Never keep kids in cages, just containers.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that this story is Toxic Masculinity. Weekdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.